Welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. So today I'm going to discuss in this video about Java 8 features. Some topics till now remains, right? So among that some topic, their name is what? Map and reduce method. These two methods is frequently used in our implementation, as well as once you're going to what? Give an interview. That time in interview room, this question asked by frequently by the interviewer. Okay, so these two methods is what? So I am going to explain in this video. Okay, that is very important two methods frequently used in our implementation as well as in the interview. Okay, so that two methods is like map method and reduce method. So map method end-to-end explanation with code base will explain. Okay, so how we are going to implement this map method and how we are going to what? End to end all the things are there in map method. Second, reduce method, same thing. So how we're going to use the reduced method end to end explanation with theory as well as our code base. So we know very well, right? So our main motto is what? Code. So we believe on the code only, right? So if we know the code, so definitely your what? Thought process and implementation becomes very easy. Correct? So that's why I thought so these two methods were frequently used in our what? Application. So we'll explain one by one with the corresponding examples also. So with example, if we will code, right, so then come to know very easily. Okay, theoretical parts, how we're going to correlate with the what? Our code. So for that purpose, without wasting the time, we'll start our code, right? So first we need to open our IDE, correct? So in IDE already we have discussed, right? So if you have IDE, it may be what? Eclipse or IntelliJ or what? STS. So if you will have in the system, then you can write the code very easily and what? Run the application very easily and see the response. Response is coming expected or not. Okay. So what I mentioned, the two methods is what? Map method and reduce method. So first we'll explain entire things about map methods. Then once it will complete theory as well as code base, then we'll jump into reduced method. So first let's start our map. So see before writing the code for map method, so I'm just going to discuss some theory related to this map method. Why it's need? Okay, why it's need? See, if you're going to use map, right? So that the main concern using for this map method is what? So if we need to perform and apply the operation on every element in a sequentially, then we need to go through what? Map method. Again, I'm repeating. Please concentrate. It's very, very important while you're going to implement this map method. So first, we should know why we are going to use the map method. Means what? If we need to perform and apply the operation on every element in sequentially, then we need to go through what? Map method. Okay. So once I will do the code, right, then you will come to know very completely, very easily. Okay. So what this theoretical parts correlate with our code. So for that purpose, just I am going to create one class. Okay. So new, just come to class. Okay. So we need to give the name of the class is what? So this example belongs to map method, right? So map method means we can give it like that, map method. Example, right? Map method example. Click main method, finish. So now we came in our what? Class, where already we have created a class as visual already what we have done so many times. Once we have created the class, then how we are going to implement our map method. So guys, see now what I'm going to explain. So just it's one real-time example for remember purpose, for your remembering. Okay, so how you remember this thing in the future. Okay, I'm giving one example, guys. See, suppose if you are going to give any exam. Okay, suppose if you have given any exam, such like suppose you are in 10th class standard. Okay, if you are going to give exam, suppose in different types of subjects are there, math, physics, chemistry, like that. Suppose in math subject, minimum criteria is that if you will secure 30% marks in math, then only you will be pass. You will declare as a pass. If your marks will be less than what 30, then you will become a what? Mention as a you are failed. Correct? This scenario. So 30 marks is a what? Minimum what? Securing marks. If you will secure minimum 30 marks, only you will pass in respective subject. If you will get below than this, you will what? Get a fail. Okay. So that means what? So what board will declare? Suppose in which board you are going to give the exam, right? Suppose CBSE. So what CBSE has declared, whatever a student has failed in math subject, if we are going to give 5% what? Grace mark. If we will provide 5 marks as a grace. In that category, whatever the candidate is coming, they will become pass. Got it? I hope you got it. So that means what I mentioned, if we need to perform or apply the operation on every element in a sequentially, then we need to go to use the map. So 5 mark we are going to add each and every student, okay, which has already failed. Suppose some student got 28, some got 29, some got 26. See, some got 25. If we will add 5 marks of to each and every student who has failed in math subject, then if you will add 5 marks each and every failed student in math, definitely they will become what? Pass, right? Got it, right? So that's why I am just giving this example, so you will understood clearly. See, I am taking one example, list of integer. List of integer. Then what? We'll have marks, right? We will have list of marks, right? That marks I am going to represent now list dot of, right? List dot of. 1 minute. In that list dot of, I am going to represent what? Marks only. I am giving what? 26, 27, 29, 25, 28. Got it? Suppose this is the 5 marks which belongs to math. Okay, because all the what we could see here, all the marks below than 30. So these all students what? Have failed due to they didn't secure what? Minimum marks, that is pass mark is 30. If we are going to add 5 as grace marks in each and every list of the object, that means it will becomes 30, correct? So what I mentioned, if we are going to perform or apply the operation on every element in sequentially, then what method we need to use? Map. Correct? So that's why, see what I can do. Marks dot first we need to convert into what? A stream. First we need to convert in a stream, and 1 minute. First need to convert in a stream. After converting a stream, and guys, one thing I would like to add here, I would like to add the point. You know very well, right, what is a stream? So a stream is not store the data, right? What we know very well. A stream doesn't store any data. It is only pipeline method, right? And it is collection of object. We can apply the method like filter, map, reduce, like that, right? So that's why I have converted our object into the stream. Once it converted into a stream, then what we can do? We can call map method. See, map method is there, right? So you can see here, map expect what? Functional interface. Functional interface. Just I'm clicking that. See, once we have done this, I will go through the internal implementation. What functional interface except that map method? I'm going to their internal implementation. See, map method expect functional interface. See, function is a functional interface. So for more clarification, I'm going to insert that function. Once you will clear this, once you go inside that, see, function is a functional interface. Correct? I hope you could see this thing, right? So function is a functional interface. Correct? And that functional interface using which method, guys? Apply method. So we know very well, correct? So what? So every functional interface what acquired only one abstract method. So that abstract method is called what? Here apply, and it requires only one argument. Apply method expect only one argument. So we need to provide the implementation of apply method inside the map method. I hope you clear. Correct? We need to provide the implementation of apply method. Where, guys? Just I'm going to back. So in that, inside the map method, we need to provide the implementation of apply method, which requires only one argument. That's why just I'm removing this null and writing here mark, right? Because this is one argument, guys. So before the arrow, what you are going to give, so that is argument list. Already I have discussed earlier video. Who didn't till now watch that video, please go that video and just see and then come to here. Then you will come to know very clearly. Correct? So what I mentioned here, so before the arrow marks, what you are going to give here, so that is the what? That is the guy what? Argument list. After the arrow, we are going to provide the statement. Okay, after expression. So what our exemption is what? So need to provide 5 marks as a grace in each and every element. So that's why mark plus 5. Mark plus 5. I am providing. So whatever the mark is there in the what? Object marks, we are going to add 5 marks as a grace. So this 26 will become 31, 27 will become 32, 29 will become what? 34, this one 30 and this one 33. Got it? So that is the map method, guys. Okay. Again I'm explaining, please concentrate. Once you are going to perform and apply the operation on every element, so every element, right, whatever the element we have in the list of object, so if you're going to perform the action on every element, that time we need to go through what? Map method only. After that, guys, very easy, so you know very well. So we are going to print this result after adding 5 marks as a grace in each and every element. We are going to print the result. So that's why I can use here what? For each method. Already have discussed, right? What is for each method? So for each method, what? Printing the result, right? Printing the result. Again, I will explain one more time. Don't worry. See, for each, expect what? Consumer functional interface. We click that. Again, I'm going inside their internal implementation. How for each method it's internally working, what it expect. See, once you're going to click open declaration, then you'll come to know. See, so for each expect a consumer functional interface. Guys, see, once I'm putting cursor on consumer, what it will represent? Consumer is a functional interface. For more clarification, I will go inside that consumer functional interface. See guys, what I have mentioned you. So consumer is a functional interface. So functional interface expect what? Only one abstract method. That abstract method is what? Accept. It expect only one argument and no return type. No return type, because we are going to print only, right? So we need to provide the implementation of accept method inside the what? For each method. Right? Guys, I hope you understood, right? So that's why what I mean to tell here. So we are going to provide the what? Implementation of accept method, because accept method is what? Abstract method. Okay. So for what we are going to do? So mark already we have, right? Mark. Then we are going to do lambda expression. Guys, see, wherever if you could see functional interface accept any method, that time blindly we can use what? Lambda expression. In map method also, guys, what I have used? Lambda expression only. In for each method also I'm going to use lambda expression only. Lambda expression very easy, guys. If you know this concept very easily, so your implementation becomes very concise. In single line, you perform lots of things. No need to write more code. Okay. So mark, then you're going to print that mark, right? So system dot out dot what? And in that we need to pass mark. Okay. Correct. As of now, I hope you don't have any confusion. Very clear. So now we can run the application and see the result. What result is coming. Okay. So in that place you can add after adding 5 marks, the result is what we can display. Okay. So now in front of you, I am running the application. Then we'll see the expected output is coming or not. So run as Java application. We'll see the result. See guys. First, let me reduce this. See. So what was the first value, guys? Suppose that was 26 marks by which the candidate has failed, right? So now after adding 5 marks, how much it won? 31, 32, 34, 30, and what? Last one 28 plus 5, 33. Coming or not? After adding 5 marks, the result is what? This one, right? So this is the power of what? Map method. This is the power of map method. Again, one more time, last time I am repeating. Just keep in mind, in your implementation in your project or while giving the interview, if your requirement looks like if you're going to perform the operation on every element, then blindly you can use what? Map method. Correct? Okay. Now I'm jump into other example. For separation purpose, I'm writing here sys. Then again other example. I'm giving some other example, so by which you can more clarify how map we people are going to use. Okay. So what is this? Now my requirement is, suppose if you have list of name object. If you will have list of name object, in that name object you will have multiple names, just like Robert, Jackson, Michael, Rohit, Ganesh, like that. If you will have list of names. If you have list of names, and if you need to add the title to each and every names, suppose Jackson Jha, Michael Jha, Rohit Jha, and Sumit Jha. So each and every names, if you are going to provide same title, in that time also you can use the map method. Just and quickly I'm giving one example. Suppose list of a string. The name belongs to a string only. So a string names equals to list of names, right? List dot of method. Sorry, not kist. List dot of method we have. Once we have listed of method, then we can represent the name of the some people names, like that Michael, then Rohit, then Johnson, then Michael, Rohit, Johnson, and Anu. Suppose this name, if you will have under the list of object, right? This is first criteria, right? So first you will have the input. Once you will have input, so whatever input you have list of name, so all the names, if we are going to add the title as a Jha for every names. So for that, what we are going to do? So you just convert your object into a stream first, right? Names dot stream. Once you convert it into a stream, then what you need to do? You need to use the map method. Already I've explained. Map method expect what? Functional interface. So in that we are going to provide the lambda expression for that. So name, and we are going to add title of each and every name. So name plus the title is whatever title you can keep. Suppose I'm keeping here Jha. Okay. So name plus Jha. So each and every name, the output will like Michael Jha, Rohit Jha, Johnson Jha, Anup Jha, right? So after that we can print the all respective list of names. Dot for each. Dot for each. Already I mentioned in earlier example. For each, right? What for each expect? Implementation of except method. So name lambda expression we are going to write here. So then what? Sysout. That means system dot out dot println, right? Println, and we to pass that object. In that object you have the name, right? So name. Then you can run the application blindly and you can see the result. And also you can write here what? After adding the title name is what. So we can run the application, we'll see the result. The result is coming expected or not. So run the application, right? See, I'm running the application, we'll see the result. See, result. Michael Jha, Rohit Jha, Johnson Jha, Anup Jha. Coming, yes or no? Coming perfectly. Then what we have understood? So what we have understood? Suppose if you are going to use the map method, so result is expected as our expectation, right? This one. Now I am going to jump in other example. What example? I will explain first. See, in that example, what our aim, what our motto is that. So if you will have list of integer, and in that list of integer you will have even number and odd number. First criteria, in that list of integer, if you will have what? Even number and odd number. So you need to filter first even number. What the even number you got after filtering, after that you need to multiply with 10 in each and every element. First you need to filter, then you need to multiply the 10 in each and every even number. Very simple scenario, but same type scenario may asked by the interviewer in interview room. Okay, so how you're going to write this code? So first you will take what? List of integer. So for list of integer, so I'm writing one code. Okay, so list of integer I'm taking here. So input list, what is that? Input list equals to what I can write here. So list dot of method we have. So in that list we are going to write some number, just like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10 comma and 2 comma 4 comma 12. See, and also one thing I would like to add here. So what? Intentionally I am giving some repeating number, duplicate number, 2 coming 2 times, 4 coming 2 times, right? So because this list of integer as of now becomes duplicate, right? Once I'm going to repeat any number, right? So how we are going to print this result as per our expectation? So expectation is what? We need to filter first whatever the even numbers are there. Whatever the even numbers, first we need to filter. Once we filter the even number, so though in those number we need to multiply by with 10. So how we are going to filter? Just I'm going to add this code. See, concentrate way. Okay. So already we have the what input list, right? So input list, the input list dot first we are going to convert into a stream. Again I'm asking why I will take a stream here. And what is a stream? A stream doesn't store any data. It is only pipeline method and it is collection of object. Only we can apply the method on top of that. Okay. So then dot. So first requirement is we are going to filter. So that's why we need to use filter method first. And already I have discussed this thing. Filter method expect same as well other like map method and what for each method expect what predicate functional interface. Predicate is also a functional interface. Inside that functional interface one method is there that's called what test method. So we are going to provide the implementation of test method inside the filter. I hope you understood. So now we are going to find the event number. So I'm writing now lambda expression and modular by 2 equal to 0. So that is the event number. No need to explain this thing. So with this we can get what event number. After the getting event number, what our requirement is, we need to multiply by 10 in those number. So that's why I'm going to use map. Already I mentioned map method we can use only in that place, in those places where we are going to use what the operation we are going to use each and every element, right? So map method is there, right? So map I'm going to use. Again I'm going to use what lambda expression for that, right? So what we are going to do, so I am providing lambda expression like that and multiply by 10. So those number will comes multiply by 10. After that we are going to collect that number. So collect is the method. Already we have discussed this thing as well. Collect. In that we have collectors methods are there. Collectors is a final class, right? Collector is a final class. Collectors have lots of methods are there. As of now I am going to use what collectors dot to list. To list. So to list method is there. 1 minute, I mistakenly have written that map. No need to use this thing. So dot to list. To list method is there, right? So I am calling to list method. Once we'll call to list method, right? Then already we have collected that list. Then we are going to store into what list of integer, right? So what list of come here. So 1 minute. So this is the output list, right? Output list, and that output list we are going to print, okay, with our sysout. So sysout, and that output list we are going to what print. We are going to print. Come here and what? Then we can run the application and see the result. We can run the application, see the result. So just in front of you I'm running the application and see the result is coming as expected or not. See first what is the event number in those list of the integer. 2 multiply. So first it is filtered. 1 is not an even number, that's why we didn't multiply by 10. Second it will check, oh 2 is the what even number, just find out with the filter, and then what multiply with 10, result is coming 20. Again he check 3 is a even number or not. No, 3 is not even number, it is odd number, that's why it didn't multiply with 10, that's why result is not coming 30 here. It will check again what 4 is even number, multiply by 10, 40. So in same way we have checked the filter and find out the even number and multiply in those number which are even number. So what we got the result 20, 40, 80, 100. But one problem is that in this implementation, so 40 coming 2 times, 20 coming 2 times. Why? Because we have used list here, and what we know, list is a such type of what data structure or implementation which allowing the what duplicate, which allowing the duplicate. That's why we can use here to set method. So instead of to list, if you will use what to set, that means your what 20 and 40, this two value will automatically remove. So same thing I'm going to write. So just I will take same example and copy and pasting here. I'm copying and pasting here. So I am just taking input list set, input list set, output list set. I'm going to implement the set implementation here. So in the collector dot two list are there, right? So I'm removing that. I'm going to use collector dot to set. To set also method is there. See, they are not to set. I'm going to use to set. And you know guys why error is showing here, because we have converted into collector dot to list, but we are storing into list. It should not be. It should not sync. So that's where we need to use here what set implementation set. Okay, then you will see what error will be removed, and then you need to print the respective output is coming or not. So in front of you I am running the application, will see the result. So earlier we were getting what the duplicate. As of now we will not get duplicate value in the response. See, 80, 20, 100, 40, 120. Earlier output was that one. So what we understood. So if you're going to use the set, so we can remove the our what duplicate element, duplicate object, right? I hope you understood this concept. So this is entirely our what map method. Now I am going to use what some map implementation as per the object level, as per the object level in the sense. So how we're going to suppose if you will have some in your real time, right? Suppose if you have some product like that, some payment like that, some employee like that, right? So in the respective object level, how you're going to use the map concept, how you people are going to use the map concept, map method with object level. But in earlier example, right? So we have taken a list of marks, list of names, list of input list, right? In that I have taken what a string, integer like that. Okay. So this also a object only, the wrapper class object, right? But now I'm going to explain some what real time example like that. Okay. So I hope you understood. So now see, suppose if you will have employee object. So already we have created employee object in our last class. So we can see here what we have, the employee object are there. Employee objects are there. So this class already we have done, right? This class already we have created in last video in somewhere else. Okay. So see, suppose if you will employee object. Suppose if you will have employee object in employee class. So in employee class we have three variables: employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Employee name, employee ID, employee salary. So we are going to create three things here. First, getter and setter. Getter and setter. Then constructor with fields. Constructor with fields. Then toString. Three things. So what I assume we know very well. Constructor is what? Optional dependency or mandatory dependency? It's mandatory dependency. Correct? These things we should know. Second thing, constructor to use initialize the all values. So to a string return all the values. Correct? What I have told? Constructor to use initialize the all values. That's why to a string method returns all the values. Right. So we jump into our this example. But map in example, right? So come here. So first our motto is what? If you will have list of employee. I'm just explaining the scenario. If you will have list of employee, and in that list of employee you will have different types of employee names are there. An employee name, just like earlier example, if you need add the title of surname of in each and every employee only in one object, because already we have created three properties: id, name and salary. If we are going to perform the operation on only employee name, and we are going to print as well only name, because we are not going to print entire object, employee id, employee name, employee salary. In this example I'm not going to print, only our motto is I need to print the employee name and their surname. I hope you understood. I need to write the code, then you will come to know very easily as well. So list of employee we have, right? So list of employee we have, suppose emps, more than one employee are there, emps, then list dot of, in that list of we are going to create some employee. So new employee, this one, so that employee id is there, employee names is there and employee salary is there. Suppose first employee id is 100, then employee name is Ganga, and their salary is 1 lakh. Then we need to print, so we need to add some other employee. Copy that, come and paste here. So that id is 100 on, and that employee name is Rakesh, and their salary is what? 1,50,000. Then third employee, then third employee is what? I copy that, I can copy that and paste that. So third employee, the ID is 102, their name is what? Mohit. And their salary is 1,20,000. So suppose this is 3 employee. Suppose this is the 3 employee we have in the list of employee. Got it? Now our main motto is what? So in only one names is there, right? So Ganga, Rakesh, Mohit. If we are going to add the surname for those employee, what we can do emps dot, first as usual we need to convert our object into a stream, then we can perform the action stream. So we have converted a stream. Once we have done the conversion of a stream, then we can use what? Blindly our map method, because what map method does? So it will perform the action on entire object, right? So map is there, right? Map. So what our motto is, we need to add the surname of each and every employee. So EMP, I'm going to put implementation, right? Lambda expression EMP. So EMP dot get employee name is there, right? Get employee name. First we are finding the employee name. Then you're going to add the surname. Suppose surname is what? Chaudhary. Then what I can do? Directly we can print, right? So dot for each method we have. For each method. And we know very well. Only we are going to provide the implementation for what? Except method in for each. So what we can do here? So now we are going to print the respective employee. What? The surname is added. Name and system dot or dot print what? ln the name. Right? So and we can see the result. The result is coming expected or not. Result is coming expected or not. So run the application. We'll see the result first. Then we'll come to know. See, Ganga Chaudhary, Rakesh Chaudhary, Mohit Chaudhary. Guys, one thing you just concentrate here is you more concentrate. So see, in this example, we have list of object. We have 3 employee. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. But I didn't print entire employee object. Means the ID, name and salary. I didn't print. What I have print? I have print only what? Their name with surname. Why? In map method you can see employee dot get name. So whatever the name was there in the list of employee, only I have added a Chaudhary. Correct? That's why only we could see here. So name is added, surname is added with the name. Otherwise nothing we are going to print. Now our second example. In that example, I will print entire object. I will print entire object. So ID, name, corresponding their salary. Also all the things will add and will what? Display the result. So for that purpose, I am going to give one scenario. I am going to give one scenario. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. First I will separate all the example with this one. So we'll come to know very easily. So what I mean motto? Scenario is what? So what is scenario? What and how we are going to write the code for that? See, scenario is print those employee whose salary is more than 50,000. I'm writing here. Print those employee name. Print those employee name whose what? Whose salary is greater than 50,000. What? Greater than 50,000. So what? Whose salary? 1 minute. Whose salary is greater than 50,000. For those employee. For what? For those employee, we need to, for those employee, what we need to enhance, what enhance 5,000 salary more, 5,000 like that hike. So we need to enhance what 5,000 as hike. Got it? One condition is there. So first what we are going to do, filter, right? So for this condition, salary is greater than 50,000. So how we can find? Will the filter only, right? Once you filter the list of employee whose salary is more than 50,000, then in that employee we are going to enhance 5,000 extra money. I hope you understood the requirement. Such type of requirement also you got in your implementation in your project assignment. Okay, so like such type of, not same but such type of similar. So for that purpose, already we have list of employee. So in that we can add one more employee here. Okay, just list of, and then the name is what, Ranjan, suppose Ranjan. Their salary is, remove here, and this one 10,000 you can put, remove that this is manipulating data, guys, don't worry. So now in the list we have 3 employees whose salary is more than 50,000, right? Rakesh, Mohit, Ranjan, whose salary is more than 50,000. So for those employees we need to enhance what, 5,000 as a hike. So result should be Rakesh, Mohit, Ranjan, not a Ganga. Why? Ganga's salary is what, below than 50,000. Okay, so for that what I am going to write the code, please see, concentrate. Okay, please be focused. So already we have the object EMPS. So EMPS dot need to convert into a stream, right? As usual, once we have converted into a stream, so very first thought process, what, filter, right? Whose salary is 50,000. Guys, see, if you will have such type of thought process, if any question asked by the interviewer, then first we'll think what we know, what is the filter, what is the map, what is the for each, what is the reduce. I will going to explain after some time. So first think in that way. Okay, salary is greater or less than 50,000 means you need what, boolean result type, right? Yes or no. So that you are going to use a filter. If, see, whatever the employee salary is more than 50,000, for those employee we need to add 5,000. Means what, each and every element, each and every object we need to add 5,000. What method need to use? Map only, right? I already mentioned, if you need to perform or apply operation on each and every element blindly, what we need to use? Map. That's why, guys, see, after converting a stream dot, we can use filter. What you can use? Filter. Filter expect what? Predicate functional interface. Inside the test method is there. Test method is a abstract method. We are going to provide implementation of test method only. Nothing I am going to do here. I'm not doing any miracle. Only I am going to provide the implementation of test method, but as a lambda expression. Okay. So EMP or lambda expression become very easy, guys. Lambda expression very easy if you know very well. Lots of places you can see lambda expression in your project as well. So before the arrow marks, what? Argument list. After the arrow marks, statement. So what I'm going to do? Okay, be focus. So emp dot what? You need to do the work salary part. So salary is more than 50,000. So already we have employee class. In that employee class, already you have written getter and setter for respective class, right? Respective property as well. So get salary is there, see? Get employee salary is there, right? Done. Then what is condition? More than 50,000. Just greater than. How much? 50,000. You get 50,000 only. Written, right? Once you have written 50,000, then what you need to do? Filter part is completed. Filter part is completed. And don't worry, what is the issue is coming, guys? Because I didn't call other method, that's why. So till now we are completed, right? So imply dot get employee salary greater than 50,000. So what you can do for that? Multiply by not multiply, add by 5,000, right? For those employee, only for those employees we are going to give the hike whose salary is more than 50,000. See, this time I'm going to give 50,000, but in your real time, some condition will be else. Some else condition will be there. Not 50,000. Some other criteria will be there. Okay. So we can use map, right? Map we know very well, right? This is also functional function. We are going to provide the implementation only for lambda. See. So in that map, guys, what I can do? Just see, concentrate. First we'll set the first let me write the code. Then I will explain. So emp, I'm providing lambda expression only. Emp. Then I need to provide some two statement. That's why I'm going to give here blank. Emp. Then suppose emp dot set salary is there. See, set employee salary. I'm going to set the salary. Set the salary for getting the salary from whom? From employee object. Emp dot get salary. Get employee salary. In that salary, what we are going to get? Whatever salary you got, in that salary, what you need to add? 5,000. Tell me, guys, it is easy or not? It's simple or not? Very simple, right? Then what we can do? Then we can complete this one. Then see, guys, in that example, guys, last example, what we were doing? We were doing only printing the name, guys. Only printing the name with surname. But in this example, I am going to print each and every object, ID, name, and salary as well. That's why I'm going to write return entire imply object. Return entire imply object. I hope you understood. I hope you understood clearly. So then what? Return what? Employee. Then return employee. 1 second. Then okay, so after employee we need to give this one. Then what we can do? Then we are going to print the result, right? So that's why I'm going to use what? For each method I'm going to print the result, right? So I'm going to use the for each method. Come here. So we know very well, right? So what is for each method? If you're going to print your result, so we're going to provide implementation of except method only. So emp system dot what? System dot or dot what? Print ln. Print ln only, right? and then we pass the our employee object emp. Great. I hope you understood clearly. Then we can run the application, see the result. So our expected output should be what? Rakesh 1,55,000, Mohit 1,30,000, Ranjan 60,000. Because these three employees, their salary is more than 50,000, and we are going to enhance 5,000 as a hike. So now I will run the application. We'll see the result. See guys first carefully. So in that example, only I was going to print what? Name with surname. But what I mentioned in this example, I will print what? Entire object. ID, name, salary. So in that example, you can see what was the employee ID 101 Rakesh. Just I can minimize that one, then you can come to know. Okay. Yeah. See. So 1,50,000, more than 50,000, right? That's why what we have added what 55,000. 5,000 we have added. 125. How much? 130. 55,000. 60,000. So that's why we can get such type of result. Okay. So one thing just keep in mind, while you're going to print only the name, so that what we're going to print, we are going to take employee.get employee name, and we are not returning the entire employee object. But in this example, after performing the operation of filter method and what map method, I am returning the entire emp object, and that emp I'm going to print. That's where we could see the entire object as a response. I hope you understood. Now I'm going to jump into, as of now I'm going to use what? For each method for displaying the result. So in next example, I'm going to use collect method to display the result. What? Collect method to display the result. For that purpose, what we can do, we can copy till what? Till this place. I'm separating this one with system dot, so you can come to know very easily, right? So after that, so now what I have mentioned. So in that example, I have used for each method. For this example, I'm going to use collect method to display the result. Okay. So then what we can use? Dot map method. So map method. So till which place? Till which place? I can use same map. So we are going to provide implementation for map, right? So what we can write here? emp, right? Then we can start the bracket, and what we can do? So emp dot set employee salary, set employee name, right? Set employee name, not set employee name, set employee salary, right? Set salary only, right? 1 minute. Why will name? 1 minute. Just copy that, no problem. Till this to our 5,000. Now in that example, suppose, and also we can modify in that way, guys. Suppose if you are going to print with the help of collect, so just I'm going to variation. So in that we are going to name, I'm going to set the name. Okay, first we have checked whatever the employee salary is 50,000, their surname I'm going to change. In that what I'm going to use, I am giving high 5,000, but in that case I'm going to do, suppose whatever the employee are that employee, those salary is more than 50,000, for those employee, I am going to what? Change the surname. Okay. So for that, what we can do? So employee dot set name, you can write that. Set names are there. Set ename. Set ename. Then what? emp dot get. emp dot get employee name. Yes or no, guys? It's very easy. Then you're going to put what? Mahapatra. Suppose this is title. So whatever the employee, the salary is more than 50,000. For those employee, only I'm going to change the surname. Mahapatra. Then it's done, right? It's done. Then what we can do? Return, right? Then we can return what? emp. Then return emp. Correct? Return emp. Done. Now what we can do? After that, just copy this thing, this place. Yeah. After that, what we can do? We can use collect method, guys. What I mentioned, collect. I used collect. Then what we need to use? Then what we need to use? Collectors, right? In that, collectors. Collectors dot what? Collectors dot to list. We can use to list. We can use. Correct, guys? Yes or no? Yes. I can use the to list method. This is done. As of now, we have collected as a to list. Then what we can do? So this thing we need to save in some object, right? So we will have list of employee, right? We have list of employee, and suppose is the list of employee. So emp list equals to, then what we can do? Then we can use what? Then we can use what? emp list dot for each, and we need to print our employee. So emp system dot or dot what? Print ln in same way, and we pass the emp object. emp object. Correct? Then we can run the application, see the result. So whatever the employee salary is more than 50,000, those surname Mahapatra or not. Just running the application in front of you, will see the result. It's coming. Expected or not? Expected or not? Just see, guys. So Rakesh Mahapatra, Mohit Mahapatra, Ranjan Mahapatra. Coming as expected or not? Coming. So with this example, guys, we'll confirm what? Map method, how we are going to use in our implementation. Or even if you are going to give any interview, suppose if interview asks such type of scenario or similar to such type of scenario, so how you need to write the code in front of him and run the application and show the response to him, right? If you will write the code in front of him and see the response, definitely they will appreciate your thought process and your what? Implementation. Am I wrong? Am I right? Perfectly, am I right? Because this boosts your confidence. In interview room also, He's not asking any miracle things. Only he is going to check your concept. He's going to check your concept only. Nothing else. Okay guys, leave it as of now. So that's done. So after this is the completely map method implementation. End to end our code base. What I mentioned, end to end code base implementation of map method. Now I am going to jump into second method, that is also very most important, reduce method. That is most important, reduce method. Okay, an important the reduce method. So, reduce method. What? Reduced method implementation. Okay, see. First, before starting reduce method, first I will explain some about reduce method, what is reduce method, and why we are going to use this reduce method, and what it helps to us. See, reduce method is used to perform the operation on all the elements, same as map method, but the implementation is somewhat different. What I mentioned, reduce method is used to perform the operation on all element and return one value. What I have told, this is one thing difference. Again you concentrate. Reduce method, see what I'm going to explain here guys, very simple, and if you will explain in that way, if you keep remembering that way, so you will never forget this thing. Very simply I am explaining the things, not complex thing, because somewhere you can see they are giving lots of definitions are there, map, reduce, like that. But what I am going to explain here, very simple and sweet explanation. Reduce method is used to perform the operation on all element and return only one value. I will explain you. I will show you why only one return value. If you use filter, return multiple value. If you use map method, return multiple value. If you use reduce, return only one value. Okay, leave it. So without wasting time, we'll start the code. Then you will come to know. Our main focus, I believe, on the code. If you don't understand the theory, if you write the code, so 100% will come to know the theory. Reverse. Some people, what they can do, first they will read the theory, then will do the code. But what my assumption, if you know the theory, it's perfectly well and good. If you write the code, then most of the things will clear. Oh, how this code is defined in the theory. Correct? So I am taking one list of integer. I am taking one list of integer. In that list of integer, I am taking list of price of integer. So input price, you can mention like that, input price list. What? Input price list. Suppose this is your input price list. So how? So list dot of, and suppose in that price, if you will have what? Some product, the price is suppose 60 rupees, some price is 30 rupees, some price is 40 rupees, some price is what? 70 rupees, some price is what? 10 rupees, some price is what? 90 rupees. Suppose this is the list of price. This is the list of price. I hope till now you don't have any confusion, any doubt. I have taken a simple list of what? Price. In that we have mentioned 60, 30, 40, 70, 10, 90. Okay. So when I am going to use the reduce method, what I mentioned? So used to perform the operation on all the element and return one value. So how? See, already we have the input price list, right? In that object we have all the product price, right? Come here. First, we no need to explain this thing. We need to convert into a stream because we need to perform some process on the collection of object. If we are going to process on collection of object, we need to convert a stream first, right? So we have converted as a stream, right? After converting a stream. Dot. So now we are going to use the reduce method. See, reduce coming or not, guys? Concentrate, guys. I am very focused on the internal implementation of each and every functional interface what we have and what the Java 8 has given. So reduce method, click. Already we have clicked here. Now, please be focused, guys. Repeatedly I am asking. So reduce method already we have done here, right? Click open declaration. So reduce method expect binary operator. I hope you remember in very first video I explained predefined functional interface. In that video I have written this functional interface name binary operator. Now time came to show this functional interface. So binary operator is a functional interface, guys. When you're going to go inside a binary operator, you can see this is a functional interface or not? What? Binary operator is a functional interface or not? Tell me, guys. 100% correct. This is a functional interface only. This interface extended with what? By function. Now come to implementation for that. What? See. So this by function expect one abstract method. That abstract method expect two argument, guys. This apply method expect two argument. What? Two argument. So we need to provide the implementation of apply method inside the reduce method. Just keep in mind what I have told. We need to provide the implementation of apply method inside the reduce method. Nothing else. Because we are going to provide the implementation of apply method. And apply method is a abstract method. In each and every functional interface, we can say this is a functional interface. Means what? Only one abstract method should be there. So just go back. Go in our IDE where we have, see, reduce method. So we are going to put implementation of what? Apply method, right? See, it expects two argument. But how many return type? Return only one value. So give me 1 minute. Before explaining this thing, I will explain some other thing. See, if you will have list of product price, right? So 60 plus 30. Guys, tell me how much? 90, right? Right? 90 plus 40, how much? Guys, tell me. 130, right? 130 plus 70, how much? 210, right? 210 plus 10, how much, right? How much? 220, correct? 220 plus 90, how much, guys? 310. So earlier we have two input, right? Two input in the sense 60 plus 30. 60 is one input, 30 is the one input. What I have shown, right? I have shown earlier, right? Once again I can show. No problem. Just concentrate. Reduced method. Function interface. That function is what? Binary operator. So it extends with the by function. Come here. And you can see two input, guys. So what I'm going to add? 60 plus 30. 60 is the one input. 30 is the other input. I hope you understood. and return is only one return type. Not only one return type, only return one value. See, we have two inputs 60 30, then 90. 90 is 40, two input, at 90 is one input, 40 is one input, 130 70, 210 10, 220 90, and last what we got? Only one return value, that is 310. So our output should be also 310 only if we are going to use the reduce method. If we are going to use the reduce method, our return value is only 1. So as of now I am removing this thing. Okay, remove. So what I am going to provide implementation for that? We have two input. I comma j. Suppose I am taking it two input, right? Then we are providing the implementation of apply method, right? Then what? I plus j. Correct? Then what we can do? We can do dot. We have one method get method. See, get express the integer value. Okay, so we have done get method, and we are going to store into the integer, right? So we can take int result equals to, okay, and we are going to print that result. So sys out. So we need to print that result only, right? And we can see the result. It's coming expected or not. For that purpose, we need to run the application. See the result. See here. See guys, 300 is coming or not? So see 60 plus 30, 90. 90 plus 40, how much? 130, 200, 210, 90, 300. Coming or not? Guys, coming or not? So that is the what? Reduce method, guys. So it expect two input and get only one result. It will get only one result. Okay. Now I am going to move to second example. Going to jump into second example. Okay, so what is second example? So that example belongs to scenario based. So I am giving one scenario. If you will have list of name, if you will have list of name, in that name you need to filter the name which will start with R or D. The name which will start with R or D. For those, we need to add software engineer. We need to add for those name which name start with R or D, and length also it should be 4. Length should be 4 and start and end with what? R or D. For those names, we are going to add the software engineer. And need to print the result. Just writing one. Suppose names we have. So filter with what? R or D. Then what? Filter with R or D, and length equal to 4. For those, need to add software engineer. What? Software engineer. For those, what? We need to add what? Software engineer. That is our requirement. I hope you understood. So without wasting time, we'll start quickly. So first we can take what? List of names, right? List of string. Because names comes another string only, right? So we'll have names, right? Names equals to, so we have what? List dot of, and we can take the name. Suppose if take name is the what? Ramu. Name as a Ramu. Name as a Ramu. What? Ramu. And second name we can take what? Rani. Rani. And third name we can take what? Devi. And last name we can take what? Last name we can take what? Mohit. Mohit. So this is our list of names we have. Now what we are going to do? What we are going to do? We will filter with two conditions, or and end. Or and end condition. So first what we have input, right? So need to convert into what? Need to convert into a string. No need to explain anything about a string, right? A string. We have converted into a string. After conversion a string, we need to do filter, right? Dot filter, come filter. Also no need to explain here filter. What is filter? So inside the filter we are going to write the condition. What the condition we have? So condition is what? Name. And name start with what? Name dot start. Name dot start with name dot start. 1 minute, guys. Start. 1 minute. Suppose name dot start is there. Start with. So we are going to give what condition? So first need to check R. Need to give what? R only, right? So two conditions are there. First checking with R, or what? Or what condition? Name does start with D as well. Copy this one and paste, right? So name start with D as well. So both the things under the or condition. Then what? End condition. What? Name dot length. Name dot length equal to how much? Equal to 4 only. Equal to 4 only. So if this thing will become, then what we can do? We can use what? Map. For those we need to add what? Software engineer. For those we need to add software engineer. So need to use the map. So and also we need to provide implementation for map. So in that what? Name plus what? Software engineer, right? Then what are you going to use? Reduce. So all the name combined one places, right? So this reduce method expect what? To input. So n1 comma n2, then what? Current lambda expression, right? So n1 plus n2. Then what we're going to use the our which method? Dot get method. If you use get method, then what we are going to print the result? We are going to print the result. So this result comes under what? A string, right? All the names come under the string only, right? A string result equals to result already there. So you can mention here reduce result, reduce result, 1 minute, reduce result, we are going to print that. So that purpose what we can use, sysout. In that what we have, the reduce result, copy and what, paste, and we can see the output is coming what, expected or not. So we'll run the application and see the result, it's coming expected or not. Run as Java application, will see the result. See guys, Ramu software engineer, Rani software engineer, and Devi software engineer. Yes or no? Coming or not? Because these three names only, Ramu, Rani, Devi. Ramu, Rani, Devi. And why is coming only one? Because I use the reduced. It give only one return type. One return value, not return type. It will give only one return value. Ramu software engineer, Rani software engineer, Devi software engineer. The Mohit name is there? No. Why? Because this will not fall in the respective condition. This will not fall under the respective condition. This is the guy. What? Scenario based question. I am giving last example. I am giving one last example which is all scenario based. Okay. Condition in there, suppose if you have list of integer. If you have list of integer, suppose if you have list of integer. You mention here list of integer. Mention list of integer. In that list of integer, if number is less than 10, if numbers what? Numbers less than 10, one condition. Number less than 10, multiply what? Multiply by 10. Multiply by 10 and add all. Add all that number. So in this, suppose if you have numbers less than 10, one condition, multiply by 10 and add all the number. It's very easy. I can write pretty quickly in front of you. And also see very carefully. Okay. So what I have told, if you have list of integer, list of integer, we have, if we have numbers, what? Numbers equals to what list of integer? List dot of, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 34, 50, what? 35. So you need to pick the number which is less than 10 in that list of integer. So for the purpose, what we can do? First, we can do what? What we have the numbers, we need to convert into a string. Convert it into a string as usual. So after conversion string, you need to use what? Filter. First you will find the number which is less than 10. So what you can do? Filter. Filter is there, right? So once you have done the filter here, so we need to write the condition here. Condition is what? Implementation for the test method. Okay. Suppose n, you can put just number, it will come to easily. Number what? Num less than 10. That is the first condition. That is the first condition. After that, what we can do? First we have filter whatever the list of, whatever we have list of integer, which number is less than 10. Then what we can use? Map. For those we are going to multiply by 10, right? So we can use here map method, right? Map method. So what we're going to do? So num multiply 10, right? So after filtering number, which number is less than 10, we are going to multiply those number by 10. then what we can do, we are going to add the number. For that purpose, what we can do, we can use reduce method, right? What we have discussed, right? So we have reduce method. Reduce method require two input, right? So n1 comma n2, then we are going to put lambda expression, right? Then what, n1 plus n2, right? Then we can use what, call the get method, dot get method. Once you call the get method, then you need to print the result. Correct? Am I right or wrong? 100% correct, right? Then we are going to save the result in our, this is integer, right? So int result int result, 1 minute, reduce result, and you're going to print what, that reduced result with our sysout, right? Sysout, we're going to print the result. Come here, paste this result, and we can see the result. It's coming expected or not. If result is coming expected, means what we have discussed about reduce, it's perfect. See guys, 210. So we'll cross verify. It's giving perfect result or wrong. See. So 1 multiply, because this is the less than 10, right? 10, 20 means 30, 30, 60, 60 plus 40, 100, right? 100 plus 50, 150 plus 60, 210, right? So what I understood, in list of integer, what the number is less than 10, first we have picked out. After picking the number which is less than 10, then we multiply each and every element with 10. After finding the multiplication of each and every number which is less than 10, then we are going to use a reduced. Reduce giving the only one value. See, as of now we have 6 number which is less than 10. But what we got the result? Only 210, only one value, right? That's why what I have told initially explaining the time of our reduce method. It is used to perform the operation on all the element and return only one value. I hope you completely understood reduce method. If you will practice different types of scenario based question, so you will get more confident. Correct? So guys, that is the complete information about the map and reduce method. I hope you have enjoyed the lot for this watching the video, right? So if you will watch this video, definitely I'm damn sure you will more confident on the map and reduce method. You no need to go any places to learn this thing, because what I'm giving the content, it's completely what? Very effective. Okay guys, so that's done from my side. So really I am very appreciate your love and support, because definitely I am seeing you people are watching lots of video and you're subscribing as well. Okay, the same thing I will add here also. Please, if you like this video, please like, and also guys, in every video at least if you will like 100 and 200 likes, right? Definitely I'll motivate. So you are watching the video and liking the video, right? So you like the video and subscribe as well and share among your friends. And if you didn't till now click the notification button, please click the notification button. So once I'm going to upload any video, definitely you will directly redirect the notification. Why? So this video uploaded by me and you can watch the video. Okay guys, thank you your support, and now we'll meet in next video. Bye bye guys.